was looking for the good in a fire that burned my house down. Was a light that led the way from my cold and lonely hometown. But now I'm growing up, I see anew by starlight. The monster in the embers will not be stopped by night. So I turn to lonely flight. By the light on my bridge is burning, I will cast aside my name. There's nothing left to hold me here in the last kingdom of my shame. And though I hear your chanting of die, 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 I will be your son no more. You don't deserve to have me try. Is knives in the land where empire started, in the graveyard of the future, where the island soul departed, and your father told you lies about where to find your heartbeat. So you play the game of progress, where there's only win or cheat. I'll embrace my first defeat. By the light of my bridge is burning, I will cast aside my name. There's nothing left to hold me here in the last kingdom of my shame. And though I hear your chanting of die, 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 I will be your son no more. You don't deserve to have me try. Still burning, I will wait beside the flames to make sure that there's nothing left of these old and bloody games. And every twisted empire that fell in ages past proves time's final whisper. Let all dominion fall to ash. By the light of my bridge is burning, I will cast aside my name. There's nothing left to hold me here in the last kingdom of my shame. And though I hear your chanting of die, 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 I will be your son no more. You don't deserve to have me try. Okay, it's Sunday, honest. It's got nothing to do with Wednesday today. It's Sunday, and Wednesday is happening 4 days from now when I'll be hanging out with Magus to do Ocarina of Time randomizer things. In the meantime, this is Xenosaga again. We are exploring Labyrinthos, which is the headquarters of the Utic organization, who somehow are to blame for everything that's happened? Question mark. That was not clearly established at any point in the first game or this game, but they're bad. And we all have different motivations for being here, but, like, we're probably going to have to fight some evil dudes. I looked up, like, where I'm up to with the game. And, there's basically only the rest of this dungeon and then one more big dungeon. So we're actually quite close to the end, even though it's only 27 hours on the file. I'm quite worried that I'm going to hit a wall, possibly at the boss of this this dungeon, who might extremely kick my ass. So we'll see how that goes. And also whether I can remember how to play this game. I'm in a very different headspace today than I was on
I won't go back if you intend to fight us.
Sunday. Oh my god, these fucking guys. I don't want to do anything to that one. until the situation is otherwise completely under control. CB is... Let me see if I get this right. Yes, okay, good. So we do CB. Down. What do I want to do here? Boost next. I wonder if I can get another go off. I can. So that wasn't bad for a first turn. Why did Shion suddenly do so much damage to that? Like, she just did 600 damage with one hit. I don't understand why that was. I am confused. This is alarming. Oh, I have stock. That's good to know. This might just be enough to take it out. No. That guy's going to do something absolutely horrific to me at some point. Is she going to do 600 damage again? No, but she did do 438. She's not a trivial amount. Just get you down. That guy is just going to do these horrible status effects on me that are going to make my life a misery. I have 2 boost and a bunch of stock. I'm going to see if Shion is actually as good as she seemed to be. Because she wasn't much good against these guys before. Okay, I don't know where that's coming from, but I will make use of it. I do like that you can still spend boost on the turn that you earn it. Shion, you couldn't roll just a tiny bit higher. Okay, what's this guy gonna do to make my life a misery? The reason I'm so scared of these guys is because eventually when you damage them enough, they get an absolutely horrific counter skill. I shouldn't have done that. I don't know what the fucking zone is. Oh, it is CB. Okay. If I seem a little out of it, chalk it up to the fact that I cleaned my bathroom today. And oh god, that's the thing.
I'm sorry, everyone.
That's the thing that they do. I don't have any revives, so it's going to have to be... So the problem with this move is that it's a one-shot kill, even on an undebuffed ally, and he can interrupt turn order to do it. Like, he just completely invalidated the fact that Shion was boosted in there. And I'll be honest, I don't actually know what I'm supposed to do with this. It's pretty grim. Shion is suddenly far and away my best damage dealer, and I'm not entirely sure what's going on. But it appears to have worked, because now I got it all in one turn, somehow. Anyway, yeah, I cleaned my bathroom earlier, because it turns out that if you have to shower 3 times a day in the warmest part of the summer, the result is an environment that's pretty ripe for mold. And so I've had a lungful or two of bleach today. Bleach fumes. I wasn't like directly spraying the stuff in my mouth or anything. But at least the bathroom is nice and clean now for the next week or two. I walked past a command console, control console thingy. Push the button. Yes, that will raise this one, which will allow me to go through to change the... Hey, Dot! Good to see you again. I'm sort of back. I'm not going back to like a full 4-day-a-week schedule or anything just yet. Because I am still taking it a bit easy with recovery. But I am now mostly sitting in like actual real chairs. Walk away. The encounter markers here are this enemy, but there wasn't one of these in the last fight. Gotcha. But I am trying to get back into the swing of it, because I do miss it, and I do want to finish this game this year. Same again. Right, so what I want to do here, with all this Shion stock, is I want to get... I want to get the middle guy launched as soon as possible. And then just zap him repeatedly with Shion, I think. I was hoping to charge boost a bit quicker than this. Please go ahead and brag, Dot. I am always happy to hear people having good things happen to them. Right, I need to go like so. Up, and wow. Oh, congratulations! Fantastic! That's great to hear. Well done. I have to ask the immediate follow-up question, of course. Do you have a Viva date yet? Yes, successfully took that fucker out without him killing one of my units. That's the first time I've managed that. But yeah, massive, massive congrats on finishing the PhD. Are you in one of the countries where like PhD Vivas are like a whole fucking celebration, where there's a million different like formal stages you have to go through and stuff? Why is Shion suddenly doing so much damage to these things? Early October. Good luck. I hope it goes well. For my money, the Viva is actually like really what counts as the reward for doing the PhD. Like, it is intimidating, but also, you know, it's a real honor, I think, to have somebody like prominent in your field travel all the way to see you to like hear what you have to say about the stuff. And I actually, you know, I quite enjoyed it. I did have a fairly benign examiner, it has to be said, on account of the subject of my PhD was the work of the philosopher John Foster, who died not long before I started the project. And was a close friend of the guy who was my external examiner. So there was a little bit of a vibe of, you know, he was just very grateful to have someone taking an interest in the work of his friend. So it was a very friendly affair. You know, we chatted about the dissertation for a couple of hours, and then we went out for lunch. And then my parents came over and we went to an art gallery for the afternoon. And Rejuvenator E, that sounds promising. Takes around a couple hours long. Yeah, that sounds about right. I never actually had to do like any kind of formalized presentation. They asked me at the start, you know, can you like summarize what you think you've written, you know. But it wasn't like a presentation with slides or anything. It was just like, okay, here's broadly what I think I'm arguing, and this is the strategy I took to compose the argument. This is what chapter 1 does, chapter 2 does, chapter 3 does, and so on. Yeah, I don't think they even kept me waiting as long as half an hour. I went to the loo for the decision. I went to the loo and then waited outside the office with my supervisor for a few minutes. I think Vivas can be quite intense. Vivas can be quite intense if you if the examiner's got it in for you, because there's not a lot of like what we might call kind of academic quality and standards control. You know, there's not a lot of effort put in to making sure that anyone can I do this turn? Maybe. If I boost you in, then I can go. Don't use the boost now. Let's go to Shion. Oh, I've done that fucking interruption.
Looks like I misjudged.
Oh, that's bad. I am in trouble now. But yeah, basically there's nothing to keep the examiners honest if they decide they don't like you in the UK. It varies a bit subject to subject, like science. I am suffering here. What can I do? I don't think Chaos has... Oh, he does. Okay. Like science vivas tend to be a bit more formal, a bit more precise, but like in philosophy, it can just be a friendly chat. Mine was certainly just a friendly chat. No, I think I'm going to have to do some sort of attacking. I played this wrong. I played this very wrong. I should have taken out the robots first. I was really hoping that would give me enough boost to get another turn off. Is this guy going to kill Shion again? No. Maybe? No. Good. There are like horror stories of vicious vivers from years and years ago. I don't think anybody in the UK has got the energy to be mean at a PhD viver anymore, though. It's such a big ask. Unleash your fragment of that power. Damn it, I should have boosted there. I really should have boosted. And now I don't want to spend boost turns on this guy because I'd waste a lot of damage over the kill point. I just like everything about this. This is a bad situation to be in. And I still have to cope with the fact that every time I attack the guy in the middle now, he's going to murder one of my party. Unleash your fragment of that power. I really hope I hit a save point soon, but there was a save point in the... Oh no, that's right, this loops back round to a save point. So there is another save point up ahead somewhere. Finishing. Okay, I don't have enough boost to take this guy on yet. I do have lots of stock, which is good. Oh god, do I pile on and try to take this one out before I take more damage? I think. Get a bit more healing in. Let's go like so. Hey Mohop! Yep, it's Wednesday, except it's Sunday. Don't ask any complicated questions about the ontology of this. Uncertainty is external folks. Yeah, that's a little bit worrying. I wouldn't worry about it too much. Like, in a fair world, that would mean they would be more careful about giving you any grief, really. It doesn't always work that way. Why are you not dead? Okay. One moment. We had the problem when I was selecting, or when we were trying to select supervisors for me, for my PhD. That oh no, he cancelled me hard. Rip Chaos.
Sorry, everyone.
I need him alive. Do I need him alive? Can I just do this with... I think I do, because I think I can't now combo him properly. My subject area basically was so niche that... let's try this. Oh.
The enemies have been exterminated.
That was sufficient. Maybe I just need to do those harder combos. My area on my PhD was so niche that basically everyone who could have examined it was either... well, most of them were dead. Some of them were retired. And the actual guy we got in to do it, normally we wouldn't have been allowed to invite him because he was based in America, and the university won't normally pay for people to come over from America. Which is like, there's no one in Europe who can do this who's still actually like a professional academic. So that was fun. Where am I supposed to be going? Oh, I think I'm going around there. Right. So what I do is I raise this one. Where's the fucking hitbox for the button? Thank you. Hydration check. But yes, anyway. Major congrats for finishing. Oh yeah, like, we're talking, how long ago was it? It was 2014 I finished my PhD. Well, no, January 2014 was my Viva, so there was really no... nobody was thinking about doing it remotely. Oh god. This looks like fun. The blocks are very pretty. What have we got here? Okay, so there is a reset, but it's on... okay, what? Let's see what happens if I break that. Right, I see. So they slide out from underneath. Which means you can't clear a space. And if I move anything from this, then maybe I can't reset the puzzle? How does this work? Because I can... Yeah, I can do that. There's no way to move them... sideways. How do I do this? Let's see, if I do... that... Ah, hang on. I needed to knock this stack and this stack down before this one. Is this also a reset button? I hope this is also a reset button. Yes, okay, good. You see, they got really strict in the UK about not giving us, about not letting us take infinite time to do our PhDs anymore. They kick you out after 4 years now, or I think you get 7 if you do it part time. 1. Hang on. I think what I do is that, and that gives me the full set. But also, this is the country where Brian May famously took, like, was doing a PhD when Queen formed in the late 60s. And went back and finished the PhD sometime after I'd gone up to university, I think. So that would have been after 2005. The hitboxes for these fucking buttons are kind of obscure. Or maybe that's the lift call. Maybe I can't use that button yet. Is there an enemy on this side? On the other side, there was an enemy on this deck. I mean, Oxford probably costs you more than most golf clubs do. Even still. And the average age of people at a golf club will be older. And over the last 10 years, there's probably no individual golf club that's responsible for quite as many mental health crises as Oxford University. I had a friend who spent a year as a postdoc on an arrangement with a company that was working with Oxford and had its labs within Oxford. And it kind of ruined her life completely. Like Oxford particularly. Just evil, evil vibes if you go there now. That is true. So we've got a lock B, we've got some platforms that go up and down. That one's not interactable. And then this is back where we came in. And that's lock A. With a button on the other side. Interesting. Okay. And what's up here? Right, so this central thing raises and lowers. What's that? Is that there? Oh, so that means that you can send that back down to the lower level. Let's see what the lower level looks like now. Was there something under that I could now get to? This is the elevator. Lock A will now... here, maybe? I can't use that as an elevator? I was assuming this was going to be a lift, but there's no lift trigger. Normally you just walk into the middle of elevators and they go. To solve the puzzle, first you must figure out what the puzzle actually is. If I press this, what moves? Right, that's that. So I can operate that lift remotely. Oh, my bum's going to sleep already. Ah, now I can walk under here. Right, I see. Right, I have now removed lock A. I'm going to go up there again in the hopes that up there is lock B. Although I suspect that at some point I'm going to have to lower the center thing again in order to get it down level with lock B, maybe? Ah, yeah. So what happens if I press this button? That puts that door that I just unblocked over to the platform I have access to, which is just here. Even though that door looks like it's marked with a C. Looked like there was a pretty big C on there. Oh. We found our way inside, and there's a chair. I'm sure that's not at all ominous.
Well, we finally made it.
What's the deal with
At
lock
last,
B
we can
then?
set you free from your curse, Kanan.
I'd appreciate it if you could hurry.
Oh, there's a texture
really don't
distortion on
want
his
something
neck
like
that
this in my
I
head
happened to be
any
looking in
longer
the
than I
wrong
need to.
place as he turned his head,
Hey,
and oh, that didn't look
just
right.
What is the data inside of Canaan anyway?
Put simply, it contains the identity of the mastermind behind the Miltian conflict.
Hold on a second. The mastermind behind the conflict was...
The madman Joachim Mizrahi. At least that's what everyone thinks. But just because most people believe
So I
something
guess
doesn't
what they're
necessarily mean
saying
it's
here, if we
true.
think back right to the beginning of the game, which was now like 3 months ago,
What do you mean?
4 months ago maybe,
You're about to find out.
we had a section with Kanan and Chaos and Jin on Miltia during the Miltian conflict, where they crossed paths with Margulis. And I guess the deal is that neither Chaos nor Jin's witness.
You're familiar with the UTIC organization?
Sure. It's the organization established by Joachim Mizrahi to study the
Like,
Zohar.
their evidence isn't acceptable, but Kanan's would
Hell,
be.
thanks to them.
Because Kanan is android robot
So
thing.
what about the UTIC?
The UTIC organization was originally part of the Federation.
I mean, in the right context, what next sections could, I'm sure, could be quite attractive. But I was looking at it at the wrong moment, and oh, that's not a thing that an ordinary neck
Never
does.
actually told the Federation government. He kept them in the dark. But there's something else that's strange about this. It takes an enormous amount of money to fund research and weaponry. Yet there's no evidence that the Federation ever provided that kind of financial backing.
So someone else was funding them from behind the scenes?
That's
So
right.
one of the interesting things that these games have
Almost
done
all
so
of the
far,
UTIC organization's enterprises
and they've done it
nothing
at
more
least 3 different
than
times
dummy
already,
corporations.
is the idea that
That is,
the difference between a human and a
except
robot
one.
is that what a robot remembers
Just one?
can be trusted.
this data includes recorded information regarding a business known as Hyams. It's highly likely that this company was the one that actually provided the money. And the head of the Hyams outfit, a man named Heinlein, happens to be one of the cardinals of the immigrant fleet.
It's so wild to have, like,
So, are you saying that the UTIC organization
we
has
discovered that the
connections to
enemy
immigrant
wasn't
fleet?
just Catholicism, it was
Did Daddy have connections to the immigrant fleet?
like
No.
specifically a Catholic cardinal named Heinlein.
Their objective was to acquire research data on the Zohar. Even the Realian outbursts that sparked the Miltian conflict were believed to be part of their experiments. But something else happened that they couldn't have predicted.
Udu awoke, and the door to purgatory opened.
It's such a mishmash. Purgatory is a Catholic concept.
The Gnosis appeared.
We've got the Gnosis and all this kind of Nietzschean Gnostic stuff.
But that didn't happen.
The Zohar comes from Kabbalah.
Momo, the
Um,
truth of the matter is, your father wasn't a madman at all. In the ensuing chaos,
I think
Professor
Mizrahi is a Jewish
Mizrahi
name.
had to
Correct
make
me
a
if I'm
vital
wrong about
decision
that.
in order to prevent the
Um,
worst-case scenario.
What decision?
He knew he
Which
had
is
to
loaded
somehow
in all
isolate
sorts
the
of ways
Zohar,
because of like
Udu,
the way
and
he's
all of
positioned as a
Miltia,
villain,
and seal
maybe
their
part of a
power in place where no one
conspiracy,
could touch it.
bound up with Kabbalah in some
The
way.
reason Miltia was swallowed up by the abyss was because Professor Mizrahi.
A great many people were
And then behind that
sacrificed
all
for
is
his
just
sake.
fucking Heinlein.
That's probably the reason he brought judgment down upon himself.
Oh yeah,
to put
there
an
is
end to everything.
all these different
Your father tried to
religious and
take
spiritual
world
traditions that are being
over
invoked here are very
by
closely
nature.
interrelated. And fantasists have been playing with those interrelations since before we had the concept of like genre fantasy or genre sci-fi. You know, you can go back to the 19th century and you can find
I'm so
novels about
Wait a second. So if we just hand over the
you know,
Zohar to the immigrant fleet,
the
they'll...
Gnostics or
Yes. They will likely repeat the tragedy.
What's the Monsegur sect?
14 years
Cathars.
ago.
They're another one. Lots of
Please
that
go on
kind
without
of.
me. I'm going to send this data
Also
to
the
Representative
like
Helmer.
the
Kana,
Crusader orders, the
please handle data
Templars.
backup.
Understood.
You know, all of that trades constantly on the interchanges between Christianity, Judaism, the other Christian era faiths of Europe. Oh, right. I was like, what was I supposed to be doing? God, the hitboxes for where to press the button to open doors and push buttons in this game, kind of awful. Can I use this lift yet? Yay! This lift was activated by the magical power of the cutscene. Ow. Anyway, the other thing I did today, apart from cleaning my bathroom, is start drawing the book cover for... I finally finished a new piece of original fiction. One that I started a couple of years ago and just stalled out hard on. And it's very, very short. Don't go to the labyrinth, Oscar. I want to explore this room. Anything these are blowable uppable.
Here we go.
These. What about these? No. Vandalism ho! Is there another row of vandalizables over here? Yes, good. Hopefully none of them have encounters in. That would be tiresome. But it's the first time I've finished a piece of original fiction since... Oh, there's an encounter here instead. What fun. Can't sneak past. What do we got?
Your order, Shion?
This is tiresome. It's the first time I've actually finished a piece of original fiction. Since transitioning, basically. Everything else I've done has been like old trunk projects. And it is very different from other stuff from previous stuff I've written. What am I doing here? I'm doing... Did that guy not get knocked down? Did I do the wrong buttons? Kind of similar in Xenosaga Fantasy Xenosaga, where Taoism's clashed with Chinese Zoroastrian cults. Showing it. Yeah, I think it's in some ways it's just a very human thing, particularly where you've got some distance from an artifact. You know, you can. This should be BC down. Yes, okay, good. anytime you're at some level of remove from a cultural idea or artifact, I should heal chaos. I haven't been paying enough attention. Really? Evasion? Yeah, we're interested by each other's stories. It's part of how we're made. Buddhism isn't featured like in those stories unless you go for all the work. Interesting. Because I know Buddhism is hugely influential in periods of Chinese thought. I guess my understanding is that like classical Chinese thought is much more about Confucianism and Taoism. Although there's obvious like shared conceptual ground between Confucianism, Taoism, Buddhism. Wrong.
Unleash your fragments of that power.
I am, of course, also very conscious that everything I know about Buddhism comes from classes taught by white people in England. I'm going about this battle all wrong. Just want to get rid of this guy. Pardon me. These are CB. Oh, damn. It ate my input, my down input. That's very annoying. I wasted the boost. Come on, Shi, I'm finishing you. Cool. Now I only have one of these things to deal with. Up you go. Wrong character. I guess what I can do is I can do... No. Shouldn't have used that stock, because now I can't use chaos for anything.
Unleash your fragments of that power.
This isn't going to quite be enough to take it out. Oh, it is. Because she got a crit. Fine, good.
Not bad at all.
One of the things I like about JRPGs, though, and have always liked about it, is like it's one of the few places that you see video games do to Western culture, what Western culture typically does to other cultures in like the way we appropriate myths.
I will proceed to
Oh, I do not like the look of this. At all. And I can't remember what these guys do. In modern Chinese fantasy, Buddhism just seems wholly incompatible with the genre premise. Internal alchemy and relationships cut through ascetic living for personal strength and longevity. Still largely popular and influential throughout China, codification of Taoism is a direct response to Buddhism as a homegrown national religion. Interesting. So, when you say codification of Taoism, you mean like the Chinese state, the contemporary Chinese state is still like heavily utilizing Taoism as an ideological tool? Okay, so Xion is not very effective against these guys. Oh boy. Let's find out what their zone is if we can. It's BB. Okay. I'm so glad that the anime event in Apex does nothing for me. Like, I'm still a bit miffed that I never got into it enough to get that one. When they had the bug event. Oh shit. Was that what it was? They just like, yeah. One of them, the one that had all the legs like clicking along the barrel of the gun, was so good. But also, it was literally the last thing in the battle pass, and I played just enough of that game to establish that I was not getting to the end of the battle pass without just seriously grinding it out. Yeah, I sort of... Did that fucker just heal for 1,000 HP? Oh, this is going to stink. I knew that Taoism had always been a state project. It was just whether it was the contemporary Chinese state was still doing stuff with it. Eventually the green guy is going to go ham on me and destroy everything, and I don't want to be here for that. I don't really know what else I can do, though, because these guys are just going to keep healing. Owie. It's a bit premature to medic her all.
Unleash your fragment of right power.
I don't want to attack into that turn because that'll give the enemy all boost, and like this encounter is already not fair. Let's see what happens if we just build a more conventional combo. Okay, those damage numbers are a little bit more convincing. Right, so it's one of those situations where it's not really about kind of state investment so much as there are things that the state will leave alone and things it won't. Which of course is also how like the majority of Western ideological control works. One of the things that in some ways just amuses me about how Western propaganda about Chinese media control and censorship works is that everything that is described, you can find the exact same mechanisms working in the West. It's just they're slightly more modulated via corporations that are notionally separate from state governments. I know that there's a boss after this sequence of encounters, and I really, really do not want to deal with that. I do wonder to what extent, like, because fuck off, 1500 healing. Oh, why? You know, the Chinese people that we're in a position to like hear anything at all from. Oh, I did that wrong. Ah, shit. I'm trying to be too clever and talk about like Chinese politics and also play the video game. I can get Cosmos back in here. Okay, good. One down, finally. What I'm learning is I really have to beat the crap out of these things to stop them healing. But yeah, like, it's very, very difficult for us to know what anybody who actually lives in China is thinking about their conditions. Because we only get to hear from a very narrow section of Chinese society. Which is not to say that they should all be distrusted, but you have to be careful how you listen to them. And, you know, in a country with a population of 1.4 billion. You can't take a lot for granted. I do this. Then I can do down, down. Like so. 420 damage, nice. Yeah, it's really an issue of like, are we speaking disproportionately to the internationally culturally aware people among the Chinese population? Like, is that the kind of Chinese person who makes it online? And I don't know. I don't know how you judge that. I do believe that like it's difficult to get online in China, or at least it's difficult to get access to the same parts of the internet that we use regularly. This green guy's attacks take so long. I would like to get some free stock. That would be a good thing to have happen to me. There's one. I'm not sure it's even useful to talk about the UN generally, because like I don't hear a lot from people in France because of the language barrier. I know a couple of people who are French and who talk and who say interesting things about France and the political situation in France. But a very incomplete picture. Do this. Oh, fuck off. I was lined up to do a small combo there, and it fucking dodged the first hit, so I didn't get the break. All of this is extremely annoying. I mean, it's a video game of all time in terms of it's taking all my fucking time. Cool. Chaos got a free stock again. Good. These things take so little damage. Cool. Cosmos now has a free stock. Good to know. Yeah, I mean, like, the language barrier is going to be an eternal thing, just because it is so difficult to learn languages. Right, let's actually do some damage now. What have we got left? Do I want to trust that Shion is as good against this guy as she was in previous fights? I'm not completely convinced it's the same enemy type, although it might be. Let's... Actually, I should attack on this one. Get the extra boost. Stock. Stop. Yeah, I mean, I don't think there's ever going to be a situation of monolinguality. Like, there is English becoming this kind of global lingua franca, and I don't think that's going to change necessarily. But obviously, if you listen to the English that is spoken between two Japanese people who are trying to speak English, it's actually very different to the English that we're speaking now. Okay, it's CB for the zone. CB down. Right. Where did all my boost go? I don't have any boost. I was hoping to have more boost than this. Oh shit, it got into the fucking boost zone. That's right, I have to launch it because otherwise it does this.
Looks like I misjudged.
Do not know, like, I assume that that's just supposed to kill me every time. Like, that's the intended design. But resurrections are so expensive. Right. So what we're going to do... CB, up, up, up. Up you go. Because when you're up there, you can't fuck me up. done? Okay, good. That was expensive.
New invention's not bad at all.
Oh, God. I think there's a boss fight in literally the next room. And I am already pretty low on resources. Okay, so there's one more... At least one more random encounter. This gauntlet is a slog. What do we got?
There is no choice but to fight.
Right, you're the soft touch. But these are the dangerous ones. Because they're fast, among other things. BC. Chaos almost always gets that free stock on his first attack. I mean, like, Blade is just designed around costing you time. No two ways about it. I'm going to try this. BC down. Oh, shit! I didn't think about that. The fucking boosting in off Shion meant that Shion's move was still in the combo, so instead of boosting in and Chaos doing BC, I need to go straight to the C with Chaos. Finicky this shit is. Should I bring in on boost? Let's bring Shion in on boost on this one. I did the wrong fucking moves! Ah! It is so easy to just have a brain fart and press the wrong button and mess everything up. I did BB as my Chaos combo on this enemy rather than CC. Let's try that again. All of this sucks. I am also firmly play Xenoblade games on the lowest possible difficulty these days. Like, let's see. I'm playing XV2 on custom difficulty with all the things that make enemies harder to kill, slid down to the absolute bottom of the line. It's making it much more bearable. And the thing that bugged me on XP2 was that even on normal, like, most encounters weren't giving me enough to do to actually complete a full combo. But even then, I don't think there's anything in XP2 that's as unrelenting as this stuff. Please give me a Cosmos with no Shion. That's unlikely to happen. Oh no. Can't do it here because I can't boost either of them. Yeah, you would have to like actually spike the difficulty, which then you would die a lot because it's pretty unforgiving once you go even slightly above the curve. Hop and hop and hop. There we go.
The enemies have been exterminated.
I think that, so the weirdest thing I'm experiencing with XP2 is that I can tell that the environments are bigger and in a sense grander than in XP1, but they feel smaller. Like, it just really doesn't feel big and awe-inspiring in the way that we found a different kind of room. It doesn't feel awe-inspiring in the way that XP1 and XPX did. He's here again! It's Mogulus!
You. I see. No wonder the air defense system was useless. Right? You are TV.
Don't call me that!
That Helmer.
Also, yeah, the gacha in...
To assemble an impressive ensemble.
It's impressive that with XP2, they managed to add a gacha system that was safe to play, and independently of making it safe to play, also make it no fun.
There's nothing you can do. The outcome is already decided.
What the hell are you thinking? That thing is way beyond anything you can handle.
I'm still really hoping that XP3 actually makes good on the things that the narrative things that its trailer promises.
Gnosis, as well as a few pathetic weed-like humans, who are arguably even more worthless than the Gnosis,
there was a thing in the premise about people like being fated to die and like running out of time, and I'm always here for that.
We still can't allow anything to interfere with our plan. Time to die.
I don't know if I think the Monolith writing team have the God, the animation there was wooden. I don't know if I think the Monolith team have the writing chops to actually dig that deep.
It's been 14 years, hasn't it, Uzuki?
Personally, I would have preferred to never see you again.
Jin!
The blade is for carving one's heart, not for turning against the masses. That's what our master once said, was it not?
This is perfect. I can't
Have-
believe you're still a
Have the Uzuki showed up in any of the Xenoblade games yet?
You insist on
I can't remember
against
if there was an Uzuki
There were still a few things I wanted to look into.
in the
These people were
space
nice
station
enough
at the
to
end of
live.
XB1.
Absurd.
Nothing has changed here. You know it was careless of you not to erase those records 14 years ago. Now you can never return to the Federation. Or perhaps, were you a bit too busy to worry about that at the time?
I don't
I see
really
you
know what they're
still
talking
talk
about,
too much.
I'll be honest.
Very well. If you really want to know, you'll have to use that sword to make me talk.
Naturally. That was my intent.
Do not expect
Oh, maybe
this
it's
to
not
end
the
like
best
it did
boss in
before.
video games
Uzuki!
here. I think that's the next dungeon has the best boss in video games. And this is why the first part of this cutscene where they showed like Shion and Cosmos and Co. looked so wooden, because they spent all the budget on this bullshit. I've been watching recently a bunch of like, you know, medieval sword fighting expert rates sword fights in films for realism videos, and it's made me so cynical about this. Margulis could have killed Jin like 4 times already. Jin literally fighting with his back to Margulis.
It's been far too long, Uzuki. This feeling of exhilaration.
I told you. I won't allow a monster like you to inherit my grandfather's technique.
Bold words from such a fool.
I mean, plenty of people played these games, but I don't think the people playing XB1, especially like when it was the hype game back in like 2009, were the same people who played Saga. Lexi, you can't just continually make Homestuck references in an attempt to inflict psychic damage. Eventually, it will stop working on me.
Shouldn't have spent my time running a used bookstore. I regret that now.
I'll make sure you die a painful death someday. Uzuki!
I tend not to have on-stream chat.
I'll send all of you to your graves.
Oh, great. It's forced Jin into my party. Right then. Let's start trying to figure out what the zone is. It's something B. Okay. I have no idea what Jin does. He's got no skills. I haven't leveled him at all. This sucks. Okay, so it's CB something. Let's see if we can find out what. CB... BB. No, he evaded. Great. Stop blocking things, you fuck it. Nope. I guess I just can't attack him from the front, maybe. Yeah. This is such a weird fight on account of, like... You would think he would face Jin, but he hasn't turned his back on Chaos yet. That's going to be a problem. I need to keep attacking Shion to get the boost charged. Yeah, I've got no idea what's going on. If I have to do it at this rate of damage, it's going to take a very long time indeed. CB. Okay, now I should be able to hit him, because that did go through. He is possible to hit from the front, I guess. CB, CB. Okay. So what I have to do is I have to wait for Chaos to get turns. Boost on those turns. And hope that Chaos hits. So... I mean, like, I think we... You know, there are exceptions for a variety of obvious reasons, but I genuinely think that we care way too much about avoiding spoilers. Cool. Now I can actually do a combo. Let's see what it accomplishes. Except that I need to go to Shion in these combos. I do have some Etherlax, okay.
Okay.
Mythosas is available for free online. Yep. It do be like that. I think if I stock with Shion, she gets some... Yeah, she recovers some MP when she stocks. Okay. Oh, man. He's got triple boost. That does not bode well. At least now he's facing Jin. Not anymore. Yeah, not to reopen, like, Umi and Echo talk, but I do think if people had been less determined to avoid spoilering me on stuff, I'd probably have gotten further into the game. Because I got completely the wrong end of the stick about what I was playing. And so I was looking at all the wrong things in the game. Yeah, same. And even then, like... mysteries are more durable than you'd think. Yes. Hey, Odai, welcome back. It's good to see you again. How's it going? Congratulations on the laptop and also sweater. I don't think La Milana was about trauma, except maybe my trauma from playing it or Doll's trauma from having to watch me play it. What am I doing with Jin? I'm approaching a quarter of the way through this fight. Wasted the boost. A pure shadow. Now there are two of him. God forbid whatever he might do with two of these guys. Does he have a zone? What the hell? Okay. So he gained 1,000. He gained health from the. I mean, the thing that puzzles me is the thing where it said Margulis health dissolved. Or devoured, even. So Margulis is currently on 15,449. Owie. Okay, so damage to the clone saps Margulis' health. Does that mean if I damage Margulis, the clone's health is sapped? Let's find out. Maybe. Well, I've got stacks of action at the moment, so let's find out first. 1399. No, okay. Please hit, Chaos. Please, please, please hit, because then I can do a really good combo here. Cool. Up. And poink. Poink. Zap. 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 Okay, what did that get me? This could be bad. is so weird. I really don't know what's going on. I really don't know what's going on. How are we doing on time? I wish it just put up numbers to tell me that what that was doing to his HP. I'm going to attack here to stock up the boost. Also, I like how he boosted there without using any of his boost gauge. That's not troubling at all. It'd be really nice to be able to... Oh, that wasn't good. It'd be really, really nice to have some sort of idea of what it does to his health to reabsorb the shadow. Because if he doesn't get the health back from the shadow, then damaging the shadow is a better bet. Because the shadow's way squishier. That's all Jin gets, because I've not leveled him at all, because I didn't know he was going to be forced into my party. I should have known he was going to be forced into my party, I suppose.
Unleash your fragment.
Hydration check. Owie. Rude. Yeah. Get the heal off, and now I need to do a bunch of stocking with Shion. Which might be a bit of a problem. I think this game's just a little bit too old to be that nice. I think that's a slightly later thing. I associate it with PS3 onwards. That's alright. I should actually use his medicas. Just because otherwise I'm not getting any utility out of his EP at all.
Okay.
These things provide so little EP. I've got 3 boost I'm not using at all as well.
Is that all you've got?
I don't like that he just took a turn just to say, "Is that all you've got?" Right. Fuck you, Lexi. Okay, I'll stand it in a minute. Let me just see if I can get this combo off while I've got 3 boost. I should be able to, because his back's to chaos. Who do I think is going to do more damage? We're on his backside here because he was facing Jin. Let's do that. Zappity zap. And he cancelled my boost to go and do that. Great. Lovely.
Unleash a fragment of right power.
At least I got most of my combo off before that. Let's have a look at ye oldie Stanford. If I do... Oh, he's going fucking ham. What do we got? Random entry. Fucking hell! You are not fucking wrong, Lexi. How did you get critical theory last time and neoliberalism this time? What have we got to say about not all scholars agree on the meaning of the term, which means capitalism says we have to pretend it's not a thing. Label of physical views, the society, political and economic structure, robustly liberal and capitalist with democracy, well, state. She explains neoliberalism by examining the political concepts of politics by Hayek, Friedman, and Buchanan, all of whom are dicks. Right, so we're not going to actually spend much time on the text of that because the text of this this is clearly written by somebody with some sympathy for neoliberalism, which means they are not to be listened to. What am I actually doing? I need to attack. So neoliberalism is basically supposed to be the ideology of the 80s, fundamentally. It's the thing that comes in with Thatcher and Reagan and fucks everything up for everyone. And there's the famous graph of economic productivity and wages where wages just flatline after about 1980. Do more of that one, please, Margulis. And the magical word that wasn't in that introduction was individualism. And I think you have to understand neoliberalism is fundamentally individualist. Like, it is the idea that social problems are fundamentally individual, which is an idea we should regard with some skepticism because it's wrong. How are we doing? Yeah, that's the best move for him to do, because it doesn't do very much. Do you want to go for combo here? Yes. So the interesting thing about the phrase dictatorship of the proletariat is that actually you don't need any form of dictatorship in order to accomplish the aims of socialism. Damn it, he fucking blocked me.
Use this.
Rude. Dictatorship, it assumes that the government of the proletariat is going to be some form of nation state. And arguably that is exactly where Lenin and Stalin went wrong in their interpretations of Marx. Fuck me, I've got no idea what I need to be doing here. Please give me some more free fucking stock. Nope, too much to hope for. Please stop bullying Shion. Especially with the turn cancel thing. If Shion doesn't get turned soon, this is going to turn bleak.
Unleash a fragment of that power.
I'm still wondering what I'm supposed to do with the clone. But I don't have stock on Chaos to get the knockdown. I don't have enough boosts to go Jin, Chaos, Jin, Shion. I might do, actually. Come on, Chaos, don't let me down. You let me down! I'm just going to attack this for a bit and see if I can get it to go away. Owie. Boosting Shion just to actually use some of that boost. Shion can afford to do a Medica All. 9,000. Ow. Oh no. This is bad. This is gonna just kill Chaos. No, it's not. Oh my fucking god. That's not very nice. Don't really want to use this, but it's the best option.
Okay.
That is some very thin-skinned teeth. Now I do have all the boost I can possibly need. And this is a back attack. Okay, let's see if we can ballpark this, because I suspect that what's going to happen is I get this combo off, and then he devours the clone, and maybe gets all that HP back. Hopefully doesn't, but probably, because this game is cursed. So, the first thing I need to do that, then that. So he's on about 8. He was on about 8-9 to start with. Don't miss. You fucking cretin. Oh, all of that counted as part of the same combo. Does that mean he's now broken? Let's see. It did. Okay. So now it's on 69.30. Nice. And this is probably the last hit I'm getting. 69.30. So I'm going to leave it at like 67-ish. He really just doesn't use his own boost gauge at all. Every time he gets a boost, it's a special trigger of some sort. I guess we just start going again then. That's okay. Now I have to start thinking about healing again. He's currently on 66,000. Okay. I should attack him this turn to charge a boost. Yeah, like it's... Actually, he just used some boost. Interesting. Oh, I need to heal Jin. That's the one that's really rude. Like to attack on this turn, but I really need to do this medic at all.
Unleash your fragment of that power.
Because that Caligandra attack is gross. Also, to go back to the theme about like the variety of mythological influences, suddenly we're dealing with primarily Hindu figures. Like Shiva and stuff. Stop doing that. I don't have enough boost at the moment. But I have a critical turn. Which means that the next turn is a boost turn. I'm going to chance it because I've got a lot of stock to play with. Oh, I went to Chaos! Rip. Can't do anything with Chaos. Let's bring Shion in.
Unleash your fragment of that power.
This is going to bring the shadow back. And I lost track of where his HP was again. Formed the first Akala seal. I don't like the sound of that. I don't know what any of that meant. Let's start charging some boost again. Get that last stock. I should probably have healed there. Okay, this can do the healing.
Unleash your fragment of thy power.
No, I should have attacked. Because it was the boost turn. I should have stocked there. This is a boost turn. Maybe I just go for it? No, wrong. Shit. Got confused about what I was supposed to do. Now I need to attack because I need to charge the boost on the boost turn.
Unleash your fragment of thy power.
This is going to be a boost turn. I'm going to attack with Shion. Am I going to attack with Shion? Am I just going to stock with Shion? Just going to stock. I don't know what that means, and I really don't like the sound of it. Right, I'm going to just have to chance it, I think. Okay. Bring Shion in next. Down. Down. Bring Jin in. Zappity. Oh, he fucking boosted on me. Does that mean he's going to summon the thing again? No? Don't fail me now, Chaos. He's got his back to you. Cool. We will go to Shion. This is going to come up just short. Wow! That's new. Fuck you, buddy. His boosts don't over-cancel mine, actually. So that's nice. The situation is dangerous. Oh my god, are you kidding me? 9 HP. Please don't miss. That was nerve-wracking. Also, holy shit. 36,000 XP. That was like... So it shows the total XP that I've got there. Was that the total XP or is that the total XP since last level? It must have been total XP since last level because that was worth like...
Dangerous as ever.
That was 30k XP and like the figure showing was like 150k.
I hope you savor your
If that's total XP since the beginning of the game, that was worth 20% of all the XP I've gained in the game so far. Over 20%. Also, if I have to fight this fucking mech next...
Uzuki, if you want to settle this, you'll have to survive first.
Jesus Christ. The Zohar. There's a part of my brain that always confuses Zohar with the Ben Stiller movie.
Looks like we made it in time.
Was that Zohan?
Look, that's the Zohar. The original.
This place. I saw it in my dream. The cage Fev's sisters were trapped in.
What cage?
Xian, I am detecting faint life signs in the capsules in front of us.
Life signs?
Is it not Ben Stiller?
That is correct. Their design is quite old, however, they are definitely Realians.
I'm sure it's... I mean, I didn't watch the movie.
It can't be.
And I haven't seen the poster in a very long time. I would have sworn it was Ben Stiller.
Wait. You're saying that those are Realians?
Junior? What's wrong?
Momo, stay back.
Is this TOS?
Xian, what is that? It's horrible. It's horrible. I can't stand this. I'm sick of all this. I can't take it.
Shion's brain's about to do something. Usually when people's brains do things near the Zohar, it goes badly.
Is there any way we can help them?
Unfortunately, because they are fused with the system, it appears they have already lost their individual functionality and consciousness. In their current state, separating them from the system would result in complete shutdown.
Bastards. Why'd they do this?
That's a powerful testament to the range of incredibly dumb and bad movies you've seen, Lex.
Because using them in their natural state proved difficult.
Oh.
It was necessary to isolate their
Space
consciousness from
Poe!
the outside world.
Who the hell are you?
Xenosaga dares to ask the question, what if Robert Heinlein was Pope of Space?
Why would the leader of the immigrant fleet be here?
There's really no need for me to answer questions from the likes of you. Very well. The Zohar, that object originally belonged to us, to Ormus. Yes, since the dawn of recorded history, we have been its guardians. In turn, we use
Thank
it
you,
in
Adam
any way we
Sandler.
see fit. That is the way of things.
Ormus. So that's the real name of your organization.
That's right. Ormus has existed in the shadows since ancient times. Indeed, since before the crucifixion of the Messiah. Human beings, no, all life throughout the universe must be guided forward by Ormus and the Zohar. existence. That is the mission that God has entrusted to us.
Damn you!
You did this to them for that?
What? Is there a problem? They are tools created specifically for that purpose.
Shut up! I refuse. I refuse to accept this.
You refuse?
Please don't make me fight another
Just have
boss.
to make you accept it. This power is granted to us by God.
Please don't make me fight another boss right now.
That's...
I'm pretty sure, Margu, this is the end of this dungeon.
It's the voice of Udu. Stop the system, now! If you don't, it's gonna wake up again!
Shion, please stand back. I will destroy the system and cut the bypass to the Zohar.
Cosmos, wait! There's still...
Shion, if you interfere, I will be required to take drastic measures.
No! Cosmos!
Shion.
Time for Fabronia to speak. We know what she's going to say, right?
Shion.
That music transition was good.
Sister's free.
Fab? No, I can't. Why does it have to be me? Why did you call me? I won't do it! I can't do it!
Shion. You've always been this way.
Whose animation is it?
Such a kind child.
Shion just doing that head wiggle, like head shake with the hands over the head thing, really reminded me of some much more cartoony distress animation from something. And I can't place it. Oh, I think it's an Ocarina of Time.
Cosmos? Fire!
Guy on the bus wearing a shirt 2 sizes too small that says breathing stop. My goodness. Also, yeah, Majora's Mask, Lex. It's, if no one else, it's the mask salesman reacting to the news that Link hasn't recovered the mask.
Stop this power.
Anyway, that is the end boss of Xenoblade 1, isn't it?
Proto-Omega.
The thing they just called Proto-Omega
Completed.
is
Oh,
so stylistically similar to... Is it Yaldabaoth?
It seems I may have underestimated you slightly. These past 14 years have been of great help to us, as has the data from the conflict. As a result, we now have a symbol of overwhelming power. With this, we will wipe the Gnosis from the cosmos and place the entire star cluster under the jurisdiction of Ormus. Of course, we hardly need anything this overwhelming now, thanks to the UNN and the Federation. They've managed to reduce the people to a simple mass of spineless weaklings.
Shion, out of the way!
Junior will just fucking shoot anything with his pistol.
Wasting your time! No.
It looks good in motion, though. It looks very good in motion. I love how every part of it was independently animated there.
This is bad!
They didn't have all the animation budget they needed, but when they spent it well. What the fuck is that thing? Okay, that's rather bigger than I was expecting it to be. Holy shit. Casually rips an entire planet apart. This is a good-ass space battle scene, though. Look at the scale of this. It feels old, though, in its style. Like, not... like, pre-PS2 old. It feels like an old, like, PC FMV. But higher quality. Something like that. Okay, now I can...
No! Milsha. They destroyed the entire planet? How the hell could they do that?
Okay, good. That's going to make for a nice stopping point, I think. Thank you for being here. Let's see. Anyone live to raid? No, I don't know who any of those people are. I'm going to leave it at that. These are ends of chapter, not ends of disc, because it's only a 2-disc game and we've already passed the end of the disc. Yeah, thanks for being here. And my next stream is Friday with Lex when we're doing absolute Elden Ring bullshit. Sunday this week will not be more Xenosaga because I am inducting Magus into the Ways of Ocarina of Time randomizer. So it's going to be a random weekend, but thanks for being here. I hope to see you on Friday. And may those who oppress you learn shame. Good night.